Well, respectfully, I think that's a good thing. Hey, Jeep family. This is Neil with Simpson Family Jeeps, SFJ4x4.com. And I'm coming back to you with another marketplace review. As I said before, I am obsessed with just thumbing marketplace and dreaming about projects that I don't need. And so we have this fun little thing going on where the guys try to find some interesting ads. I've not seen them before, maybe only a little glimpse of the pictures that are about to pop up. But they send me some ads. And then as a proverbial automotive professional, as a person who's gainfully employed in the auto industry for, going on 10, 20, 15, I don't know, years in the auto industry, I'm going to go ahead and look through and say, hey, is this a good buy? Is this a good buy for your money? What's the purpose of this? If you are hanging out on any of the classified ads whatsoever, the market is absolutely nuts right now. Now, with that said, there are a lot of good buys out there, but there's also a lot of really crazy overpriced things. And so it's kind of beneficial to, to be able to separate the wheat from the chaff and figure out what's good, what's hot, and what's not. As we move over to the camera here, you'll see obviously I'm looking at all types of eclectic things. I've got skid steers to pickup trucks to campers to four-wheelers, but the guys have definitely sent me some gems for Jeep-related things. I'm also going to rank them as on a star rating as far as, bang for your buck, if you will. And then at the end, oh, I like what I see already. At the end, we're going to rank them for your best buy to, maybe not so hot. So let's get into this. 85 Jeep Grand Wagoneer. $25,000. Oh, okay. So come down here. And I got to be honest, I actually think I've looked at this one before. Absolutely. So it's listed 12 weeks ago in Cleveland. This one's totally popped up on my radar before. If you followed us much on YouTube, and I would absolutely recommend that you do, you'll know that we've done a couple really cool resto mods on a number of Wagoneers and Jeep Grand Wagoneers. And there's definitely a difference there. So let's get into this one a little bit. So we've got 1985 Jeep Grand Wagoneer, original survivor, just delivered from California. Ooh, I don't think I've seen this one now that I say that. Totally rust-free, rare Colorado red with wood grain. Interior is in great shape. Currently undergoing mechanical refresh after sitting for some time. Clean Carfax, auto check, etc. Comes with a clean Ohio title. Well, okay, so I mean, I should hope that it comes with a clean Carfax, because quite frankly, Carfax didn't exist when this Jeep was first built. So I mean, that's not something fantastic, but to each their own. 95,500 miles up here, auto transmission. So that means it's going to be AMC 360. This is going to be a Torque Flight 727 transmission, and it'll be a selectable transfer case. Shouldn't be all-wheel drive. This one should be, not the Quadra-Track, but a selectable transfer case. So let's look at some of those pictures. I can already see some gems sticking out on this Jeep. I want to know who brought this back from California and Colorado. Yeah, look at that. I mean, red is gorgeous. Of course, we have this sweet, I'm going to call this 90s tint already. It's purpled out. So, that's not gravy. This is, these wheels need a little cleaned up. The tint over here doesn't look as bad when the light was coming through it. The wood grain is the sticker is peeling a little bit, fade, but honestly, not bad. Dusty. Looks like we've just pulled it out of a long haul warehouse. We got a legit California plate right here. The factory fogs on the grill. Like, neat little roof rack. That's just a good looking front end right there. OMG. That is a clean frame. That is a 36-year-old vehicle, 37, going on 37, 38-year-old vehicle. And that is just clean. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Oh, and they're just teasing us. They're just making my mouth water. That's good stuff. You know, back seat, carpet, that's all pretty standard stuff there. All right, so why do we have a light just hanging here? It's like disco, Party at the Disco right here. I bet you the headliner's sagging. Let's see. We have that beautiful peanut butter interior. Interior is actually pretty good shape. Something was sitting on this center console, this armrest. You can see kind of the crevices right here. You know, a little bit of sheen going on. Not the end of the world. Not bad. Probably power options all in through here. Yep, right there. That's good stuff. Clean. Oh, you know what? Look at the headliner. Not that saggy. I'm really surprised. This thing is, and we're back to beginning. Oh, okay. Well, I want to know why that rear courtesy dome is hanging right here. But overall, not bad. Now, if you followed any of our wagon work, you'll know that these things are bringing awesome money right now. And awesome for the seller, that's what I'm saying. So I got to tell you, this 25 grand, you know, while not everybody's sitting around with $25,000 that wants to buy a, 35+ year old Jeep, this is not bad. This really isn't too terrible a shape. There's an organization out there that actually deals specifically in full-size Jeeps. There's actually quite a few businesses, remarkably so, that deal in just full-size vehicles. And I'll be surprised if they didn't snatch this up. I'm amazed. But you can definitely check out some of our links, our videos. Click the link up here, and we'll make sure that you can watch some of our resto mods on the wagons we've worked on. And this one is a great buy. I'm going to give this one, now price $25,000. I understand there's a lot of people out there going, that's a pretty bone stock vehicle. Also, as a professional who's done several of these resto mods on these vehicles, I got to tell you, I'm always kind of little walking on eggshells when people tell me that that's going through a mechanical restoration. We've seen what other businesses bring in, and sometimes it's good, sometimes it's okay, sometimes it's not very good at all. But I gotta tell you, I'm liking this one a lot, and I'm gonna tell you that overall, as a Jeep, as a listing here, there's definitely some stuff I'd like to see more out of the listing, but I'm gonna give this Jeep a solid 4 stars, because as far as price, listing, pictures, that's not bad. That's not bad. I mean, the Jeep could definitely be a little bit cleaner, and I'd love to see it after it gets done with its spit shine, its polish, its mechanical resto here. But a solid Jeep for sure. So it's a contender. It's a contender for our money. Let's see, what's this one's a teaser. 1990 Jeep Wrangler Sport. Oh, hello 90s. Oh yeah. Okay. So what we have here is a 1990 Jeep Wrangler Sport Utility 2-door. Yep, I should hope so. Listed at $7,650. That was just listed about 4 days ago. Driven 221,000 miles. Can that be accurate? I mean, that's a lot of miles to put on a YJ. I've had YJs. I've had a couple YJs. I could not imagine driving a YJ for 200,000+. If you've driven that, good for you. Let me know. Tell me in the comments that you've driven a YJ over 200,000 miles. I couldn't see that coming, but maybe somebody has. So then we've got manual transmission, exterior red, interior gray, classic stuff there. All right, so let's see. Monster Jeep. Seller's description. Monster Jeep. 6-cylinder, 5-speed. So that's 1990. We're working with obviously it's a 4.0, and it is an AX15 at that point. Stick 8-lug, 3/4 ton rear end, Dana 60, and a 44 in the front. So we're talking about axles that are reasonably out of probably like a F250 of the late 70s vintage here. Get you a heavy, what do they call them, a heavy 3/4 ton. Get you 8 lugs, because I can see the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, somewhere down in there. So can reasonably say these are 8 lugs, but of course it's an 8-lug 44. A pretty cool axle, honestly. And let's see, 12-inch Skyjacker kit. 12 inches on a YJ. That's a lot of altitude. Rab drive shafts. Wait a second. 12-inch Skyjacker kit, Rab drive shafts. I don't know what they're saying there. I mean, I've been in this game for a long time. I don't know what they're trying to say. 44-inch super swampers. I want it to be swampers. It says super swamped, but I want it to be swampers. New carb, new fuel cell, new fuel lines, fresh paint, put a hard top on it, built the fenders. 3-inch body lift. I need punctuation here. I'm not gonna lie, folks. I'm on the struggle bus based solely on punctuation. But that's me. Maybe that's not you. But I'm okay. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna muscle through it. Put a hard top on it. That's like a song from Taylor Swift. Put the hard top on it. Built the finders. 3-inch body lift. Bumper set, 36-inch high, so it is street legal, and the clutch dose need bleed more. Looks like they want to trade for a lifted diesel truck. I can definitely see that. Okay, so there is some good Jeep stuff in here. Seriously. Like I said, heavy 3/4 ton, F250 probably is where the axles came from. All the body lift, that was classic 90s work we did. And I love it when people show pictures like with them posed in the Jeep. We're going to maybe blur out their face or something. I don't know. Maybe we won't. Maybe they're happy with their Jeep because it's a cool build. I love the white wagon wheels. Just awesome. I mean, the 80s and 90s just gave us those. And I'm so sad that they ever went out of style. If you watch any of my personal stuff, or you follow us on YouTube, you'll see Chuck Norris. He's running a very similar. Chuck Norris is my big LJ. You'll see he's running a very similar wheel, but in black, because I like him so much. But this is a classic look here in white. It's got the chrome grille. That's a obligation for a 90s YJ, and push bar, because you need to push something that's 4 feet in the air. And, of course, the rear is, comp cut on the rear fenders. And I don't know why the wiper motor has the wipers straight up in the air, but it's a feature. Do I only get the 3 pictures? Oh, man, I buzzed through them too fast. I only got 3 pictures. What I like is this one makes me think that it's actually done some functional off-road based on the picture. If this was like a classic 90s show Jeep, it would have obviously like 3 shocks in each corner. This one only has the 1. Nothing all that exciting, but they got the fenders in the front comped. They got the rear comped. 6-cylinder. It doesn't tell me what gears are in these axles. So I mean, I have a little bit of a concern with how deep the gear ratio is for that 6-cylinder 5-speed. But you know what? Honestly, at $7,650, that's not a bad buy if you like it. That's not a bad buy. Where's those fancy bumpers? They told me the bumpers were 36 inches. In the state of Ohio, which I see this one's listed, we have this ambiguous bumper height law, and really it's meant to protect the person that you hit more than being hit. Let's be honest. And it's so that you don't, you don't go over the vehicle and skim into their windows and whatnot. Which is also the challenge with when you lower a vehicle, because now you've just made that impact zone lower. I'm here for all those modifications. That's fine, to each their own. But I'm not seeing where they dropped that bumper. The pictures are, they're okay. All right. This particular Jeep, price right up. This one's a little bit of a challenge. It's not a bad write up. I'm really struggling with the punctuation, but maybe that's just me. I love it when people are so excited. They just put it all in there. I'm going to give this particular Jeep a 2 out of 5 stars as far as bang for your buck at the moment. 2 out of 5. So we'll come back. We'll see what the next one is. Oh, I do like a Comanche. I do. That's actually a pretty sharp looking little Comanche. I never really understand why we take our pictures vertical. Landscape is so nice. Portrait, it makes me strain my old man eyes. That's okay. So we got, what's the description here? 1988 Jeep Comanche. Listed 5 days ago for $4,000. I got to tell you, already I'm intrigued, because that's not a lot of money for a Comanche. And Comanches they're bringing a pretty penny right now. Let's check this out. Check it out. 88 Jeep Comanche. The listing is yelling at me. Motor is knocking. They wanted to make sure nobody, don't miss that. Don't miss it. Has brand new 35-inch mud tires on steel wheels. Lockright lockers front and rear. 488 gearing with a sleeved front axle. New rough country, that's what RC stands for, rough country lift with aftermarket air shocks. I wonder if that means the same thing to them that it means to me. Truck was from Colorado, so the body is in really good shape, as well as the undercarriage. Has Badland 12,000-pound winch on the front with synthetic rope. Dirt-bound off-road stump winch. Front bumper, 4x4, 5-speed manual with the 4-cylinder motor. Need gone and out of my barn. Cash is king. I love it when they say that. Cash is king. But will consider trades. So cash is not. Cash is a queen or king with a side of trades. For Honda pit bikes, dirt bikes. If this post is up, it's still available. Okay, clean title in hand. I gotta tell you, you know what? This person knows what they have, and they've priced it really affordably. And I think that's an appropriate. I think it's an appropriate price for the description that it's offered, and for what the nature of the vehicle is, and a couple of the extra little goodies on it. Let's take a look at some of these pictures. All right, obviously we're still in portrait. Portrait, landscape. Portrait, landscape. Just saying. It's a good looking Jeep. It's got looks like it's got Mastercraft tires from here. Understand I'm nitpicking. Looks like it needs an alignment. I'm okay. Just telling you what I think I see. Nice big winch out there. Got the stump bumper. Cool stuff. Good shot down the quarter shot. A little bit of the front, a little bit of the side. Jeep looks really solid. They've cut out the fenders for those big tires to suck up in there. Another one with the wipers straight up and down. What's going on with that? Why is that a trend today? I mean, the wiper motor has a park function, and it's on a trailer, because that's after they blew it up. They decided to blow it up and then put it right on the trailer and then list it for sale. Thought that was the path that they took. I'll be honest, I think it's really cool. What I actually like are these little wood stake bed, little pieces, little slats are right there. And I'm trying to make out here, but I think it's got a factory rear bumper, which I don't know. I can't really tell if that's a factory rear bumper or a little aftermarket job. And here it's ripped apart. You know, it's a Jeep. It's what they rip apart. They go back together. It's like a Lego set for a kid. I want to know more about the rear bumper. Is it factory? You know, pretty standard front end. Man, you know, I got to tell you, good listing. Tells me about the Jeep. It's a fair price. At least it's a fair starting point. And they want Honda pit bikes. So, you know, they're workable. They're workable. You probably pick up a pit bike, make a trade. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to give this one a 4 out of 5 stars. Good listing, good Jeep. I mean, I understand the motor's blown, but it's a 2.5. You know, we used to trip over those things. Good little boat anchor. You could definitely deal that one out. That's a 4-star right there. Nice Jeep, good listing, and definitely worth the money. Solid. All right, 2005. Look at this, red and black. Classy. If you know the business, you know why I feel that way. All right, 2005 Jeep Wrangler Sport SUV, 2-door, $15,000. Driven 94,725 miles. Oh, it says it's orange. That looked really red to me. I'm sorry. All right, we're going to keep going. Oh, okay, they're yelling at me, and I got excited. I got down to full description in pictures, not interested in trades, so you're not giving him a Honda pit bike. All right, well, then we have a description. 2005 Jeep Wrangler. I already read the miles. Originally silver in color. Orange, red color is a vinyl wrap. And I feel like it's red, but, you know, you might see it. You might look at it like it's orange. 4.0 inline 6 with Banks Ram air intake. Header, MagnaFlow Cat back exhaust. 6-speed manual. What year is? Oh, 2005. Okay. So we do have the Mercedes 6-speed. MP231 transfer case. SYE. Dana 35 open rear axle. Low pinion Dana 30 front axle. Oh, that's just sad. Wheels are 15-inch steel D windows with fake beadlock rings. Wheel adapters, spacers installed. Wheels are 6-lug. Tires are 38-15-5. R15 Nitto Mud Grappler Extreme Terrain almost new. I don't know what that says. They're a very big tire, and then we talk about Extreme Terrain, almost new. Very little tread wear and not torn up. Spare is a 39.5, 13.5, 15. Super Swamper IROC. And it's got good tread. Great. 6-inch Rubicon Express short arm suspension lift with Bilstein shocks. Front sway bar quick disconnects. Adjustable front and rear track bars. Heavy duty aftermarket tie rod and Fox steering stabilizer. Crown stainless steel braided flex lines front and rear. That was a pretty full description, even though they told me to look at the pictures. That was a pretty full description. There's a lot going on there. If you don't understand everything, so it's got a Dana 35 rear and a Dana 30 front. Lots of 15s, fake beadlocks, spacers, 6-lug wheels with adapters, vinyl wrap. This one is 6-inch short arm kit. So if you're not familiar, those are just, I like to call those T-Rex arms. So they're just, you know, it's appropriate. It's not out of the question, but it's not, you know, 6 inches over that. We like to see a long arm installed. Discos. Well, let's look at the pictures. Let's go into that. Let's get into that. I mean, it's a hot looking Jeep. I mean, the tires don't match, but it's a hot looking Jeep. Pretty standard stuff here. These bumpers, you know, they're okay. Nice open flares. You know, kind of look Metal Cloak inspired, but they don't say that in the write-up whatsoever. It's a good-looking Jeep from the back. Got the backup lights here. Got the Frenched-in LEDs. It's a very good-looking Jeep. Okay, with the color scheme follows us into the inside. We got a little bit of wrap down here on the shift bezel. Somebody's done a little stereo work there. Low mileage on this thing. We got the Banks Ram air intake here. You know, pretty classic little cold air intake job. I like the louvers. You see louvers. I don't really talk about louvers much in the write-up, but I like that. I don't talk about the flares. Okay, here we are up under the Jeep. We're in the, okay. We got some Poison Spider diff covers on that low pinion 30. Kind of appropriate for that era. Now we're looking at that 35. You know, I got to tell you, this person did a lot of pictures. I can appreciate that you did a thorough job of showcasing your vehicle. It's reasonably clean. Got the full rock sliders here. You can kind of see where this smooth body is here and here. Got the factory cross member here. And, you know, there's our transmission. That's our 6-speed. Obviously exhaust, oil pan, you know, exhaust would wrap around here. You know, it's okay. Good work here. Good work, guys. And, oh, Poison Spider front bumper. They don't talk about that in the write-up. And there's all of this. This is factory steering linkage. I would like to see, you know, maybe some aftermarket stuff, but I understand not everybody does that. And obviously comes out the back. More goodies here. Vinyl, yep, color palette. Oh, got the mole cargo nut stuff going on in the back here. Is this not the same? They have the same right up here. That's over here. Whoa. Same right up here. That's over here. They told me it was in the pictures, and now it's over here. I don't know. Oh, there is a lot of stuff they wrote. Oh boy. Oh my gosh. Yep, there it is. Black cloth interior with fitted black seat covers with MOLLE strapping and pouches mounted on the back seats. Rear seat is not in pictures, but is included. Oh my, they have a lot going on here. And they write about it. Badlands winch, Poison Spider front winch bumper, metal cloak, front tube fenders, aluminum inners, factory hood is wrapped in black vinyl as Poison Spider vented insulation, blah, blah, blah. Black cloth interior with fitted black seat covers. Oh, I already read all that. Jeep has been garaged and well cared for and never thrashed off-road. Well, respectfully, I think that's a good thing, considering it's got very big tires on very original axles, and they are open, and so that's probably to the benefit. It's a great looking Jeep. If you are a person who's who likes the aesthetics and it's very attractive, it is a very good looking Jeep. It looks a lot more performance oriented than it probably really is. If we're just being very honest. It's a cool looking Jeep. It's low mileage. It's a great year. And you got really good parts and pieces that are on or around it. I'd love to see this Jeep on maybe 35s, 33s, 35s with the axles that it's got. And you know, maybe get rid of some of the spacers, take some of that big rotational weight off of it. That's a great looking Jeep though. Man, that could be on the cover of a magazine. Very cool stuff. All right, this one I'm gonna say is I'm gonna have to give you a 3 out of 5 stars on this one, and that's just because, you know, some things are really good and some things are you know. All right, so if we had that pot of cash, we were a buyer, right? It's a seller's market, but we want to get that cool deal, and you know, I'm a Jeep person, and I want to spend that money. We've got the wagon, we've got the Monster YJ, we've got the Comanche, and we've got the hot red and black TJ. I'm going to tell you, you know, and again, it's not based on, you know, the best, you know, oh yeah, hey, I only have so much money. This is the best bang for your buck, right? From write up to who would I pursue versus what the vehicle is. Intrinsic value, what's our best value in the money for what the listing tells us. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to rank them because, of course, remember I had 4 stars and 3 stars and 2 stars and so on and so forth. I'm going to give my best value for the listing to the Comanche. I think that's a great buy at $4,000. It's a great starting point. Somebody's going to buy that, swap a motor in, and they're going to be on the trail by the weekend. Next buy is going to be the Wagoneer. Definitely worth somewhere in the $20,000 to $25,000 range, and when done well, that Jeep is going to bring, honestly, over $50,000 to $80,000. Great Jeep, good colors. It's definitely a solid winner. If somebody hasn't bought it, I'd be really surprised. But it's listed, so who knows? Third in line is going to be, there it is, the TJ, the hot red and black TJ. There's a lot of good parts on this one, and I think it's definitely a very workable Jeep. And honestly, if you're just looking for a good quality daily driver, again, change out the tires, and you got it in this one. And not that it's a bad Jeep, but even though it's good for the money, this one it's a toy. So you definitely have to have that $7,000+ hanging around to play with. Is going to go to the monster YJ Wrangler. I love it because my first Jeep was a YJ of this vintage even, but not exactly practical. And man, I'd really have to work through that write-up to figure out exactly what's going on there. Folks, if you've seen something really neat on Marketplace or Craigslist, let us know. Say something in the comments. Send us an email. Call us. I don't care. Let me know what you think is cool. Maybe something on here you agree with and think is awesome. Maybe there's something like, oh, you're crazy, I would have bought this, or I'd never touch a wagon for that kind of money. Let us know. And we read all the comments. We try to respond to them. We have fun with this. And hopefully you're picking up some pointers and writing some good stuff when you go to sell your own vehicle, or maybe as a buyer, you'll have some idea about what you're getting into when you look at the project you don't need. Until then, Jeep family, make sure to like, subscribe, smash that notification bell so that you always know when SFJ has uploaded a new video to our channel. And until then, Jeep on.